Right now at 6 o'clock, an investigation into possible food poisoning at Central Connecticut State University. We'll tell you where on campus this may have happened.
We are a few days away from new laws meant to curb violence. Fox 61's Brooke Griffin is going to share what these restrictions could mean for you.
And a closer look at what the future of childcare could look like across Connecticut.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good morning. Happy Thursday. Thanks so much for starting yours off with us here at Fox 61 America Areas.
And I'm Tim Lammers. Good morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. Let's get right over to meteorologist Matt Scott so you can plan your morning if you got to get the kiddos out on the bus stop. A little chilly, but beautiful out there.
You know,
it's great.
Kind of just like yesterday. Most of it's fine. Yeah. It's a little chill in the air, but there's some low cloudiness as well. I ran into a patch by the Connecticut River Valley. You might as well. One more quiet day before we shake things up in the weather department. Clouds are going to arrive by later on tonight. Overnight, maybe a drip or two of rain, but changes Friday by tomorrow morning and another weekend. Believe it or not, every weekend in September has had some sort of measurable rain. One of them didn't have much. The others did. It looks like we're going to keep that streak going. Not today, though. The radar picture is quiet. We'll add some clouds in there. Temperatures between 43 and 51, 49 in Hartford, 50 in New Haven, with a forecast that's not terrible out there now. We'll check in with Rachel in a moment, see what if there's anybody that's getting fogged in. We'll check out her cameras. But in the meantime, partly cloudy. Sure, let's call the low clouds cloudy. And we'll slowly increase them. But again, it's a dry day with temperatures once again getting to near 70, just a bit under where we need to be on this late September day. I'm having trouble saying that. We will check the weekend forecast, have a good look at it. Most of it's good looking. That's coming up in a few minutes. All right, Rachel Piscatelli, good morning to you. What you got for foggy cameras out
Hey,
there?
Good morning, Matt. Unfortunately, not going to have time to show any of those foggy cameras, but we are looking at over on Route 9 Jennings Road, or I should say 91 Jennings Road, where we have some fog out there heading into the capital city this morning. But we have an issue that I need to bring to your attention. A portion of Route 9 is closed this morning. So the southbound side of Route 9 between exits 27 and 24 is closed due to a multi-vehicle crash. We did get off the phone with state police. They directed us to Middletown Police. So we'll continue to keep you updated on what they let us know. But northbound is also being impacted with traffic speeds averaging just around 35 miles per hour. It's between exits 24 and 25 that we have that left lane that is blocked at the moment. So your best bet is to take exit 91. We're taking a live look outside over in Middletown now. Exits 27 through about 24. This is just over by the median. You can see actually some red lights in the distance. So kind of unsure exactly what's going on over there. But of course, we'll keep you posted on that. But that portion of Route 9 is closed this morning. So Rocky Hill to Hartford, that's going to be your best bet to take 91 either direction here. 7 minutes and 91 looks good on the southbound side, Cromwell to New Haven at a 20-minute drive. We'll have another update for you coming up in the next half hour.
Rachel, thanks so much. 6:03 right now, and new laws are going into effect this week, and they're aimed at reducing gun violence.
Yeah, Governor Ned Lamont signed that legislation over the summer, and today we're going to hear more from him on what to expect regarding these laws.
Fox 61's Brooke Griffin is live at the Capitol with a preview. Brooke, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you. Governor Ned Lamont says that Connecticut has always really been one to set a precedent for the rest of the country when it comes to strict gun laws. Now, the new laws taking effect this weekend will make those even stricter. Those restrictions are coming as of Sunday, but it's all with the goal of preventing gun violence here in Connecticut. Over the summer, Governor Ned Lamont signed a bill that will tighten laws when it comes to gun use and ownership. There are 4 main points the laws hit on that could impact you. Open carry will not be allowed in public, although you can still conceal carry with an allowed permit. Gun sales will be limited to 3 guns per person per month. The state's existing safe storage laws will expand to include all situations in which a gun is present, not just the instances in which a minor may be present in the home to access that firearm. The law sets stricter bail, parole, and probation conditions for serious repeat firearm offenders involved in gun violence. And gun law advocates say that these laws are a step in the right direction when it comes to reducing violent crime.
Making sure that your guns are secured, this will help to reduce suicide, domestic violence, accidental death, and as well as theft.
And again, these laws go into effect officially on Sunday, so October 1st. We will be speaking with Governor Lamont later this morning on just really how he feels about these laws finally going into effect. He did work hard on them over the summer. We'll have more on that story coming up this evening. Live in Hartford, Brooke Griffin, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Brooke, thank you. A lot of information there. All right, meantime, a cafe at Central Connecticut State University is closed this morning after multiple reports of food poisoning. Officials say the potential food poisoning happened at the Hilltop Cafe. The Environmental Health and Safety Department is working with the school's food provider and the New Britain Department of Public Health to investigate. The other campus cafeterias are still open. Officials say students who are sick can get treatment at the Wellness Center on campus.
Well, Manchester police are investigating what they're calling a disturbing social media post involving St. Bridget's School. Officers were there yesterday to investigate. Now, they haven't provided many details about the post other than to say there is no credible threat and there was no need to evacuate the school. But this morning, investigators are still trying to figure out who made the post.
And new this morning, another change in leadership of Norwich schools. The Connecticut Education Association says Assistant Superintendent Tamara Gloucester is now on administrative leave. The Norwich Board of Ed met last night to name an acting assistant superintendent. Now, this change comes just a week over the board voted to place Superintendent Kristen Stringfellow on leave while it investigates allegations of improper conduct toward teachers. Two people face charges after police pursued a cruiser crash that took police and the suspects from Middletown to Weathersfield on I-91. Middletown police were in the area of Silver Street Tuesday night for complaints of drug activity. Detectives followed several suspects, and one of the officers was nearly hit by a vehicle when they tried to pull one of the suspects over.
A COVID relief funding that helps child care programs in the state is set to run out on Saturday. That would mean 900 early child care programs in the state would be in danger of closing if there's not more funding made available. Advocates said that would put extra strain on an industry that's already in crisis. It would also leave more than 37,000 kids in Connecticut without child care. Again, that's if no additional funding is made available over the next year.
Each time that happens, it's going to be a calamity for the parents who all of a sudden don't have child care. It'll be traumatic for the kids who lose their teachers and their friends. And it's going to be a real mess for employers as their employees can't find a place to put their kids.
Well, Congress could allocate more funding to stop this from happening, but with a government shutdown a possibility in the next few days, child care advocates are now calling on the state to try to fill in that gap. A Bristol police officer is back on the job nearly a year after he was hurt in a shooting that killed two of his fellow officers. Officer Alec Iorato is currently assigned to the training division as he gets readjusted to the rigors of the job. He was one of 3 officers ambushed by a man last October as they responded to a report of a domestic disturbance. Lieutenant Dustin DeMonte and Sergeant Alex Hamsey were killed in that attack. Iorato fired the gunshot that killed the attacker.